Greetings. Man, it turned out to be a beautiful day anyway. Yes, it did. Clouds don't look too bad. It's just what it is. Anyway, yes, I would have to agree. There's a lot of that energy in the card of we're right in the center of the split. I agree with that. The Schumann resonance is showing us that. And there was that energy in the Pisces collective this morning of one will disappear and one will remain. From the Bible to Dolores Cannon to New Age material of the vibrational change. It's what they will descend in vibration and be bound to the 3D world, or they'll ascend. And it's what it is. I mean, everyone gets to go, and yes, they're going to do everything they can to possibly hold on to the Earth Angel, and that's just not going to happen. Everything's in God's hands now. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. My issue with all of this is, when I'm listening to a reader that I trust and she says that Dorothy summoned that djinn. I know Dorothy, and our conversation towards the end was Reiki for entity removal, but they have to consent to it. Instead of feed it, they feed that body jumper instead of getting it removed. They need exorcisms anyway. I can't do anything about that. The issue is when these readers are talking about them doing ancient Egyptian forbidden magic, that it was forbidden. Okay, great. So if Dolores Cannon did thousands of sessions dealing with reincarnation and never found a hell, but now you have Dorothy paying practitioners that have went to the back of the ancient Egyptian magic books and have done forbidden magic, well, then it looks to me like they manifested Hades. They did forbidden magic. They summoned a djinn that drags your soul to Hades. Does it not? I mean, do the research. I don't really care. It has nothing to do with me. That's a them problem. That's what they did. My understanding is me completing an 8-year karmic cycle. What comes around goes around. Now the whole group, and I mean, if you had a corrupt group of parasites feeding off of the ruffle feathers of the Earth Angel, well, then that's going to put a bunch of fleas, ticks, and leeches in that 8-year cycle zone. And no, they don't care. And trying to get them to think and use their heads and do the right thing when they have done nothing but the wrong thing. That's what it is. No, I mean, now would be the time that Pisces has to move in silence. Pisces has all the tools and all the things that Pisces needs to do what Pisces does. Because that's the thing. They're not going to like the puzzle that I put together. They're not going to like the picture that it paints, because I can't put the puzzle together if they didn't already give me the pieces. That was the point to all of this, putting a puzzle together that has a picture, right? And I mean, you can go through the entire channel. That's my challenge, is going through. They've been doing everything they could to prove me wrong. What, Dolores Cannon? I've been trying to do the same thing. Did I prove her wrong? Well, I mean, we do have the question now with that body jumper from doing ancient djinn magic. You have to do the research on the words that I say. Right? There's 3 ways that body jumper enters the body. I have dealt with that entity for years now. What they tried to do last time didn't work this time. Okay, cool. That means that there was a last time that they tried the shit and I was prepared for it this time, and it went right back on them. That's why the group is pointing the finger in chaos and calamity. Oh God, what have we done? And I can't do anything about that. Earth Angel energy being addictive, cool. Everyone has their own light or buildup of information. being able to utilize both sides of the brain at the same time to activate the crown, that may be a little bit difficult for left and right-handed people. I can't do anything about that. Right? They can't believe that Pisces has healed from all the things that they put Pisces through. Okay, well, Pisces, you will witness their karma. And as sad as that is, as emotional as you guys are, you have to observe and not absorb, because they're going to want to play on your heartstrings. What they wanted for you is now going to happen to them. They didn't work on spiritual protection. They worked on trying to take yours. And by trying to take yours, they lost theirs. Right? And I'm telling you, the three ways that jinn enters the body is through heightened states of rage, heightened states of fear, or when you're in your passion. It's a sex demon at that point. And it's what it is. And them doing forbidden magic, that's what Islam teaches. Is they have their world, you have your world, and they played around with the Pisces sun, Leo rising to the most high Saturn boss. I have a past life energy that was the most horrific thing you could ever possibly imagine. And you have readers talking about God plucked the earth angel from the underworld. The master, a master of the Kundalini fire jinn, becomes the servant for a lifetime. Well, what is a lifetime in that dimension? And who knows? I don't care. I don't want to. That's a past life. I left it in the past. I did the shadow work and left that shit in the past, because I knew that the servant now becomes the master. Cool. We became an angelic Reiki master, and we have now bowed to the angels, because that would be the story of Iblis, right? That was the story of Adam, right? Adam, I'm over the angels. I'm an angelic Reiki master. And that wasn't the significance of bowing. The significance of bowing to the angels was to show respect. And that's what Namaste means. And there is no respect in this situation. That's why I stick to what Dolores Cannon said. I take the information that is already out there. But I mean, summoning an entity that jumps from body to body, that sole purpose is destroying the planet. Okay, cool. Congratulations. That's the catalyst to our ascension. You have to forgive them, for they know not what they do. You have to remove the fear, because that's one of the confirmation. Now, that'll scare you. Locusts, oh, those get me all the time. That you have to remove the fear, because that's one of the ways that that entity body jumps. Right? Me having a past life with those abilities, I mirror that shit. So it's hard for me to judge anything that I mirror. Only you can judge you. I mirror 5-star reviews. Right? Standing in my star energy. Okay, great. Right? The fact that there were crimes against humanity and you have been living in the dark for so long, and now it is a power grab and a land grab, but they're programs. These people are running programs that don't amount to a hill of beans. Right? And they're shocked at the puzzle that I put together with the name of karmic family members that they've always been in a hate train. Cool, I gave them a hate train wreck. I couldn't have given them the energy on holidays if it wasn't already there. It's a simple Google search. Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day, simple Google search. Her step-grandmother, Barbara, the first hurricane of the season. She should be proud of that. Right? All that church gang stalking energy. And I don't even believe in that shit. It doesn't bother me. What I do believe in is me having a cup of coffee in a diner and grudge holders, hate train religious grudge holders, sitting over at the table next to me talking about my 4 children with Isabella. Okay, cool. That's a red flag. Why would you be saying the names of my children and then throwing Isabella in there as well? Not that she wasn't a stepdaughter. I was married, But that just tells me that people I don't fucking know are trying to get a reaction out of me drinking coffee. Great, you give them Hurricane Barbara for the first hurricane of the season and Lake Isabella for Mother's Day. And then remind them on Father's Day that the devil is working through Pisces Toxic X. Hi, I'm Pisces. The devil is working through Pisces Toxic X all across tarot on Father's Day, and remind them of the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. It's a very simple puzzle. It's a very simple puzzle. And I mean, that's just what it is. When I hear a reader say that this devil energy or this demonic energy or this body jumper, when I've got a 5-star client, one of my reviews, confirmation, look at the time, one of my reviews has already sent me a picture of a young girl, 23 years old, that exhibited she wanted to burn the house down. She was violent and combative. Mom doesn't want nothing to do with her. She was possessed. Right? Sends me a photo. I'm looking at the photo, the signs, synchronicities, and symbolism within that Xerox copy of a photo explain the 3 fates that were in your cards. I couldn't take that picture and see the energy that was in the picture if you hadn't have already said it in the cards, and then I go and do the research on the 3 daughters of Ra, and here's the symbolism in the cards of Spinner, Allottor, and Inflexible. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Everyone ascends. Not everyone gets to take their vehicle. That's what it is. Everyone gets to go. So I mean, there's no sense in any of this chaos and calamity. But you've got people that thrive on that, and now I have to take a step back when I say that everyone gets to go. That was before they did forbidden Egyptian magic on an earth angel. Okay, that means everybody gets to go except them. Their ass gets drugged to Hades. It's what it is. I mean, that's what the readers said, and I agree with them. I mean, it's what it is. I can't do anything about it. I can't sit here and tell you that I don't agree with the energy readers when they're talking about, number one, everything that they put the Pisces Sun, Leo Rising, Gemini Moon energy through as the triple threat tower of the Most High Karma, as the Life Path 8. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And when they call off the names of the people responsible, and I fucking know them, I could not tell you that I know these women by name. I could not tell you that I was discussing entity removal with them. It's called Reiki for entity removal for a Google search for a reason. Right? And then they look at it and get mad at you. They get mad at this guy because they've got some kind of body jumper inside of them that all these readers are talking about. So it's what it is. You listen to the readers about what they're talking about, naming off the people that I know, and fucking wonder why Pisces ain't the problem. Pisces ain't the problem. Pisces is 5-star reviews with a fucking body jumper that's causing all these problems. And when I hear a reader say that there are war angels in the cards, okay, great. My birth chart fits the energy of the Mourning star. Cool, that's war angel energy. That's the INFJ goddess of war, negative feminine energy. That's what it is. Why I can spot these things. Pisces is strategic. Well, we did kind of have a past life in the Crusades with another past life not in this fucking dimension. And we've had thousands of past lives. However, out of thousands of sessions, a QHHT practitioner never finding a hell inside anyone, but yet now we've got them doing forbidden ancient Egyptian magic over money. It was all over greed, envy, and jealousy. Okay, great. So now you would have to go and talk to them because that is a them problem. That is a group problem. There was a target, and there was someone who fired a ricochet rabbit. They fired a rabbit out of their hat, and it hit my shield and went right back on them. So that is a them problem. That has nothing to do with me. What'd you get? Oh, that's cute. Anyway, Yeah, I mean, focus on taking care of your own. That's what it is. And definitely move in silence. If you've got that energy in the cards of these demonic, negative, devil energies are doing everything they can to destroy Pisces' dreams over money because they're jealousy, envy, and what they have put out. If they put out jealousy, it went back on them tenfold. If they put out the spirit of envy, that spirit went back on them tenfold. If they put out, doesn't matter, doesn't matter what energy they put out, they got instant karma tenfold. I can't do anything about that. Right? You got reader after reader talking about they're addicted to the light that triggers their demons. Okay, great. Does that mean they're going to change? No, you can't change anyone. You can't change anyone. However, you can't change Dolores Cannon. She's not here. Hey, don't. That's blue rainwater. Don't. All I need is a blue dog vet bill. Anyway, that's what it is. Think about that. Think about your furry ones. You got blue rain falling in Texas and California, and everybody's wondering, how are we going to go forward? Well, look at Texas laws. They're already kicking off lawsuits for forever chemicals in your water. Well, water represents emotion. And, I can't do anything about that. When I hear a reader say, that when the earth angel calls judgment or pulls their energy back from a situation, the very air that karmic breathes will work against them. Oh well, you think they were poking the bear, trying to poke at the clairsentience emotions, and now water represents emotions, and you got blue water falling in Texas. You think so? You think they were trying to make the earth angel blue, and now they've got blue water that represents emotion? You think so? 1700 on the clock. You think? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? You've got hundreds of readers that have said over and over again, large groups of people were really going to regret playing around in that Earth Angel's energy. Okay, great. Now they can regret playing around in blue forever chemical water across the planet. That's what it is. I can't hand you the lawsuit in my community post page and on Facebook if it wasn't there for me to give to you. It's the thought that counts. Just giving it to you. Focusing on moving forward without all these fucking headaches, drama queens, petty and Tom Bettys, cray cray Karens. That's what it is. And that's the energy is Pisces that sees the good in everyone. Well, yeah, I mean, even clients, you're not going to turn people away. But what did they tried to set me up. You got people calling me trying to do truth spells. That's my biggest flex. They call me trying to do a truth spell, so I give them their own. They didn't like that. Oh fuck, this psychic bastard is the real deal. And then you hear a reader say it. I was like, well, yeah, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Everybody's having ego deaths, and I'm generally the one handing them to them. I think it's funny. It's just what it is. And then you hear a reader say that, and I'm like, damn, is that the two girls that just called me, right, trying to get some truth out of me, and then I hand them their own. It was and no donation, and that's what lets me know you don't get a review because they don't want to be known. They give me fake names because when I ask them their name, they have to fucking think about it. I mean, if you've been asked your name a million times since you were born, and then you have to think of it, and I'm thinking, okay, well, she just had to think of her name. So I say, how do you spell that? And then they give me a crazy spelling. Okay, so not only did you have to think about your name, but then you had to think about how to spell your fake name. The fuck out of here. Let me give you some truth, young lady. So that tarot can make you famous as the medical field people. And they told me they were nurses. Okay, great. That's what it is. Now you can be the nurses that every person that comes in your hospital has to worry about. Are you the truth spell witch that they're coming to you full of blue forever chemical water in Texas? That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Namaste.